to play for. You guys are going to experience exactly what SHoCkWaVe is all about. So feel free to support your team. Alright. Alright, listen up. I'm going to hand over real quick Let me introduce you to the co-creator of SHoCkWaVe and one of the best, most talented guys in the whole fitness industry, Mr. Blahnik, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys ready for this? So, I told the group earlier, I literally landed from my 16-hour flight like 2 hours ago, so I am still hopped up on caffeine. I could not be more happy to be here. And I came a long ways, wondering if it would be worth it, and I saw, who's the dude with Get Shocked on his head? Is that you? Where is it? Right there. He's shocked. This was worth the 17-hour trip right there, even if nothing else happened. Good man. What's your name? Anthony. Now, did you do that yourself, or does somebody write that on you? There we go. All right. So really quickly, I want to give you a quick introduction to this program. We are thrilled to be working with Fitness First. We launched this program about a year ago with our only other partner in the whole globe, which was Equinox Fitness Clubs, where I teach in North America. And they wanted to add a program to their club chain that would disrupt the member experience, create community, create interaction. And I had been working with a world rowing champion on another program called Indo-Row that some of you may have heard of before. That was a program where you came in and every single person needed one rower to actually do the workout. Great program. You'd come in, you'd get assigned to a team, you'd race for your country, and in 45 minutes you would do a whole season's worth of rowing in one class. The downside, though, is you needed a rower per person. And when they came to us, they said, we'd like to do something with rowing, but we obviously can't put that many rowers in our club. So we spent about a year testing a program that would have the team energy that Indo-Row had, that wouldn't require as many rowers, but would also have the energy of the race that Indo-Row always got everyone jacked up over, which was at the very end of class. So we tested it, and Equinox launched it with us, and they were going to give us a couple of clubs to put it into, and after introducing it into just 2 or 3 clubs, they got more media and press for this group fitness program than they've had in 10 years. So it was a huge success there, and when I had an opportunity to meet with your team to show them this program, right away, because they're visionary, because they want to do something different, they decided to bring it to Fitness First, and we couldn't be more proud to be doing this with you. You are our first global partner outside the US to launch this program, and it's off to a great start, so thank you for that. And this is due in no small part not only to the entire fitness team and the group fitness team, but also to the lead master trainer that's been helping carry this out here in Australia. Turns out he's not only one of your top instructors, but he used to actually row on the national Australian rowing team. Can you please give it up for Andrew Connolly? So if you haven't had an opportunity to see SHoCkWaVe, you're going to get to see the 45-minute version now, but it's not going to take 45 minutes because we're going to do a mini version of it. You're actually only going to do 2 rounds after the warm-up. So you get a chance to warm up, and then you'll get to go around twice. Normally in a 45-minute class, you would go around 3 times. SHoCkWaVe has a very specific code to it. This code is designed to change the attitude of the way people come into group fitness. And there are 5 rules or 5 pieces to this code. The first thing is that SHoCkWaVe is all about testing your limits. You don't come here to rest or recover or just put in the workout. You come in here to work your butt off. Okay? We tell people work today, rest tomorrow. This is not an everyday workout. The second thing is, the SHoCkWaVe code, we always say do your best. It is not fair. The really tall big boys are going to finish on the rowers before the really small women, and that's just the way it goes. Everyone does the same distance, which leads us to the third code in SHoCkWaVe, and that is support your team. No matter what you do, you are here to help your team finish every station and every exercise. So we got that? Yes? The fourth piece of the code is what we call compare and compete. SHoCkWaVe is all about comparing yourself from one week to the next and competing with other people in the room. It's designed to be that way. You're not always going to win, but you want to use the philosophy of compare and compete to get yourself excited to work harder than you normally would. And then the last piece of SHoCkWaVe is called hustle on through, which is our code to keep moving, move quickly, and get as much in as you can throughout the workout. We also have a very simple chant. It comes from rowing. When you hear one of the coaches say, support your team yells back, empty the tank. So we're going to try it right now. Support your team! Support your team! Support your team! And that's what you'll do when you're on the rowing station. Because if you do not know what makes SHoCkWaVe different, it's very simple. There are 8 stations today. After the warm-up, you're going to go as hard as you can at every single station, but nobody gets to stop what they're doing or rotate until every rower is done with the distance at their station. So it's all up to these guys. So when someone comes in first, they put their handle in the holder, hands up in the air, they shout that they're in, then what do? Bring their teammate in. And we go until everyone's in. The good news is we've got a scoreboard up here that will help you understand about how long it should take you to do each round. And your job is to remember that you will always be one of 3 people. You will either be the person that wants to win, that's me, and I love my team, but I'll do anything I can to come in first, even if I know it's impossible. Where's Michael? Where's Mick? There he is. Even when I'm up against him, I will pretend like I can win. Or you will be the second type of person. The person that says, I know I'm not going to win, but I don't want to be super last. And you do not want to let your team down. Or you will be the third type of person in class, which is you don't care so much about winning or losing, but you'd like to be popular. And the rest of the people in the class will hate you if you take too long, because the other exercises are hard. Okay? So figure out which person you are, and I'm going to quickly explain the stations, and we're going to get this ready to go. You guys ready? Yeah. Yes? Support your team!